over here in the upper left. He needs to turn this series around. He is
MVP Dream.
And over here in the bottom right, the only Zerg in our group. Can he go to this final round? He is
Azubu Sleep.
So, I don't think we've ever actually talked about this, but do you ever, since this guy's name is Sleep, and I thought of the question, and we got another guy's name, oh, Pizza, definitely not vegetarian, sorry, Artosis.
Yeah.
Look at that guy in the back. Sick pose.
That's a lot of pizza. There's a lot of cupcakes for later, probably, unless those are like made out of foam.
We're all getting diabetes here today.
Mm-hmm. Yummy. Nom 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 nom. I'm eating the pizza. Eating the pizza.
All right.
Those are my friends' names. Eating the pizza.
That guy, we actually bumped into him on the way to the studio. He's from Kansas City.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. You're from Kansas City.
Yeah.
You know who
at
else?
least I spent the majority of my life there, yeah.
I heard that Day 9 is from Kansas City as well.
That's true. You know, we used to live together.
No way. You were roommates.
Yeah,
with
we
the
were
same
roommates.
last name even.
Yeah, same last
Oh my
name. It was
God.
crazy. And, you know, if you look closely, there is some resemblance.
Well, I mean, you both like Starcraft, so you're nerds, yeah. You both look like big nerds, yeah. That's true, Tasus.
Oh, my God. Somebody tweeted me like 2 days ago, like, I never knew that you were Day 9's brother. I've been watching Starcraft for 3 years. I'm like, how? If you've been following Starcraft for 3 years, would you not know that's my brother?
Yeah, that's
How could you not? I mean, what? Like,
I don't know. It's hard to say. It's like, oh, I thought Artosis was Day 9's brother.
That'd be so funny.
Like, yeah, that's...
Oh, my God. No, okay, so I have a question. Since we got this guy's ID, his name's Sleep. Do you ever, when you're dreaming, dream that you're casting?
No.
I actually have casting dreams all the time. They're not nightmares either.
Okay.
They're just like, I'm just casting. I'm like, yep. I'm like saying this, and I'm like introing the players, and then...
Well, that's passion for you right there, I gotta say.
Yeah, man.
I don't even do that, man.
I'm just surprised you wouldn't. Whenever I'm doing anything...
Anytime I dream about Starcraft, it's like a nightmare because I can't macro.
Really? Because
Like
whenever I
worse than
dream
in real
about playing Starcraft, it's just like a normal game.
Huh.
Occasionally something weird happens, like I was against a Terran, but then like suddenly it's a Protoss now, and I'm like, what? Like my text
sounds like a nightmare to me.
All right, Dream now here with the Reaper. Gonna try to do a little bit of harass here.
Yeah, pretty much the same openings as we saw before, with the pretty quick gas, a couple Reapers into the factory. Really safe build here from Dream. But thing is, last time it was a pretty safe opening. You still got caught completely off guard.
Well, the game is going to normalize. The Reaper shouldn't do much more damage. Being conservative, by the way, the number of Reapers he gets there, I like that.
Yeah, I don't... To be honest, if you're going to go into the factory afterwards, unless it's some really wonky build, I don't like to see more than 2 Reapers. 2 is fine, I think, but if you're making like 3 or even 4, I gotta ask, what are you doing?
What's going on?
How many Reapers do you really need?
We need to have an intervention here.
I mean, come on. Moderation, please, on the Reapers.
No kidding. We actually have a serious intervention where like I write out what I want to say. Like, when I see you make 4 Reapers, it really hurts me. It could have been a better game. I wanted to see the tech. I wanted to see an awesome game. But instead, 4 Reapers, you are addicted. This comes from a place of love.
You know what they say, Tasteless? Everything in moderation, even moderation, except moderation of Reapers, which should always be moderated.
Wow.
That's what they say.
Someone rub Artosis' belly because he is a Buddha.
What does that mean?
You are wise.
Oh, okay. I'm like, is that like a saying I don't know from the internet? Like a Buddha is someone with a bad joke? Like,
wait a minute, don't you rub the Buddha's belly for good luck?
I think you're right.
Okay, but whatever. I'm actually stealing that. I'm going to use that later. When some nerd gets lucky in a game, I'm going to say someone rub this nerd's belly because he is a Buddha.
Okay. Isn't Buddha a person and not like there's a lot of Buddhas?
No, but you know, like the Buddha statue.
Yeah.
Oh, God, never mind, all right?
Oh, okay. I got you.
Artosis is sticking in dog ears again.
Yes. All right. So he's scouting up here now, seeing that hatchery, and I believe he just poked up the... Yep. He poked up just slightly. No, he actually hasn't seen those Evos yet. But if he can just like peek in and see those, he's going to feel a lot more safe, especially in a few seconds when they actually start upgrading, because that's going to tell him that it's not that really crazy mass Zergling Baneling type of attack. In fact, notice he's staying out in front a little bit more than he did before.
Yeah, he's being a little bit more vigilant here. Yep, yeah, you can even see just there on the left hand side of the screen spreading the Hellions out.
And he's even keeping one in front of the third just in case those rocks get knocked down. He is not being caught off guard like last time, but Sleep has realized that strategy isn't going to work every time. So he's grabbed those double Evos. He's getting his upgrades very quickly. In fact, already started before the E-base start for Dream. And that is a dream come true.
Whoa. Whoa. You know what the best part of this, guys, when he said that to me? He then winked when he was done. He actually winked.
That was just for you, not for them. Why would you say that? You betrayed me.
Because I've never seen you wink at me in a cast my whole life. 3 years, literally to this day, the first wink Artosis has given me.
Well, maybe I'll give it to you more often.
It was worth the 3 years of waiting to finally get that wink. Okay. Well, you know, as we can see, Dream is just patrolling the border here and just doing everything to make sure that he's not going to get surrounded, surprise, or anything like that. Sleep is macroing up. That 1-1 is on the way. He's getting Burrow. The Baneling's Nest is about to finish.
And he's getting Burrow as well. And we're seeing this more and more and more often. It's just a great upgrade for you to get for harassment, for Baneling landmines, for scouting.
You should always have Burrow.
I feel the same way.
I honestly feel like there's no excuse to ever not get Burrow. It doesn't mean you should get Burrow right away. There's certain builds where you might need a gas for something else, but to not have Burrow is just unacceptable.
Well, it's a good thing he's getting Burrow then. Going to stay acceptable here. Now the third base has just landed for Dream. He's going to want to take those rocks out ASAP and be very careful about this. Then the fourth base being started for Sleep as well.
So we're going to go into a solid endgame here.
Yeah, this is going to definitely go the way of macro.
Yeah.
And just the thing is, can Sleep... This game, it's a little bit different than before when he went macro against Maru. Because against Maru, he played like super safe macro, like Overlord speed, mass scouting, a little bit later on the Spire, a little bit later on the Lair, that type of thing. This one is more of the standard macro game that you're going to see out of a Zerg that expects his opponent to play so macro-oriented.
Looks like we may have to tear and push out now. He's going to tear down these rocks, hopefully not crush the Marines. Tear down these rocks here so that he can't be countered into the third. But there's Burrowedlings.
Yeah.
He knows.
And those two Banelings actually should have given away that Burrow has been researched. Seeing two Banelings walk out like that,
what else is that going to be for? Hey, that's a really good point.
Scans immediately. Now, Sleep, does he have enough units? He does have 1-1, which is nice.
Whoa, not hotkeyed right here.
Ooh, well, he actually baited those Widow Mines pretty well, but there's a lot of Widow Mines in here. A lot of Banelings running for it. The Zerglings as well. Going to take out some of the Widow Mines. Uh-oh. A couple of them still left at very low health.
Yeah, he should just turn around. This is not going to work. Nicely done. Reinforcements coming here, so we'll have the second phase of this attack about to occur.
Great macro going down by Dream right now, Tasteless. He's up at 130, tied with Sleep still. But Sleep is getting 2-2, whereas this is being skipped for Dream. He's decided instead to just make more units, and I feel like that's a little bit of a mistake. In fact, he's not even spending all his money. He could start 2-2.
All right, Link's coming down again.
He's going to get way far behind here in a minute when 2-2 starts. Even though he's got more supply, as long as there's like one good engagement for Sleep, he's going to take a nice lead.
Again, not enough of tearing anything anywhere to really inflict the damage needed for this to be successful. Link's coming up here now again, just cleaning up the remainder of these Marines. And I mean, I don't know what else to say. When you're tearing and you're sending medevacs and Marines like this and you're losing them, you are letting the Zerg very slowly and steadily get ahead. And what happens is the medevac count is so low in the end game. You've got like 4 medevacs running around with your maxed out army.
Oh, that's
like not
painful.
Good. Yeah,
if you can get up.
Oh, something like that. Yeah. Something like that is what you want to have happen.
That's true. Something like that.
I was like, what you want to do, and then Sleep was like, I'll show you, and he flew the mutas right in there.
Right, well, Dream is going to continue to push right now, and it's 2-2 upgrades, though. This is the one thing I'm really scared about for Dream, because Even though his macro's looking very strong, he's keeping up on supply. The difference is huge. Well, he is going for another drop here as well, but there's a lot of spores kind of chasing him away a little bit.
Nice, actually gutting down that medevac here. Oh, that's too bad. That Widow Mine hit could have been huge.
Yeah, I really could have. And the Banelings get cleaned up, but they kill enough Marines off.
I feel like right now Sleep looks absolutely impenetrable.
Sleep.
This is like when you're trying in those movies where they're trying to attack, like Independence Day, they're like fire the missiles at the ship, and then they shoot it, and the ship had shields up.
It's just like that.
It's just
that
like
moment
that.
surprised me. I thought the movie was going to end. I'm like, yeah, USA's sick.
Yeah, that's what
missiles,
I thought too.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite plot twists.
Are those Sidewinders? Sidewinders are my favorite missiles.
All right, he's regrouping now. And again, the question is, can Zerg get in here and actually do any damage at all?
Well, it's
like anything. But, I mean, and killing that Overlord does not count as real damage right now.
A couple Widow Mines in there. Not really doing that much right now. Pretty even supply still, and his 2-2 is on the way.
Ooh, man, if he had gotten just one or two of those medevac hits there. Okay, so he's going to regroup. Now, this might be an attack that Dream could have some success with.
Oh, that is painful. A lot of damage on those mutas. Not quite as bad as I guess it could have been with two there.
Lemon mutas.
Lemon mutas. Wow.
Wow. Wow.
We have Big Bird mutas is
Big Bird is what's going on. Yep.
All right, here we go. A lot of Banelings coming in. Pretty decent splitting. Not the best, not Maru level, but getting the job done for now at least. Sleep
and
continue to make a lot of Banes.
Superior supply here for Dream.
Yeah, well, right now we actually see Sleep's macro falling behind. Look, he has 2,700 minerals. If that was all Zerglings right now, he would be maxed out easily.
You know what's is good, though, for Sleep here is that he's keeping the mutas alive.
Well, that is true. He's taken some hits on him, but he's got 18, which isn't too bad. He's continuing to upgrade them.
That macro, though, not good.
The macro is just way below where you'd really want to see. Now here we go. The Baneling's coming in. He's really got to clean this off. He's got to be so careful because really the mutas are the only thing super going for him right now. Other than that awesome big bank he has.
Actually, this might be the moment where he can get around there. Oh, just not enough damage. He needs those Banelings to finish.
Oh, this is starting to get a little bit painful.
No, you know, he's okay. He's okay. He barely dodged that bullet.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, look at the money here for the Zerg. Well,
he's having a hard time hitting his injects and whatnot.
Yeah.
17 more mutas on the way, just to put in perspective how much money he has. He still has 2K minerals. If he could just spend all these minerals, if he could be max on lings right now, this is what, you know, Zerg is one of the hardest things to do. Just hitting your injects is so ridiculously hard in battles like this. And you can really see the difference between Zergs who can do it and Zergs who just
Well, the thing is, you always got to prioritize in battles, but of course, if you just don't get the injects in time, then you just have too much money. It's tricky. Yeah,
you misstep in battle one time, you can lose the game, but you misstep injects over the course of a couple minutes, and Terran does this to you.
All right, the muta's coming in here. Now, he's going to clean this up. How many mutas are actually in total here?
He's got 28 right now.
28 mutas.
Not too bad. He can keep these alive.
Oh my God! Whoa, okay, he actually survived that. That was actually...
Yeah, that kind of just worked out.
That was some scary.
He only lost 2 mutas through that, so that's okay.
I thought he was going to lose all those mutas.
More Lings and Banes on the way. Still having a hard time with his larva. Still has the 2,000 minerals here.
You know, I think Sleep is just going to hold this slowly and steadily. Hey, you know what's funny is that it's not easy for Dream. In fact, okay, he just can't. No, there's no way he would know that the Zerg has this much money. He probably thinks they're neck and neck right now. In fact, with Dream's minerals right now, he might be thinking, oh crap, man, I've got so many minerals right now. This is probably going to beat me. When in fact, it's actually Sleep that's got this lead.
Well, you can see he's actually adding queens right now. He realizes that his macro is falling behind, in fact.
Yeah.
So as he gets those queens out, starts hitting these injects a bit more, I really wouldn't even mind a third macro hatch, or no, I guess at this point it's a second macro hatch, but if he got a second macro hatch, I think that would help him to clean up these minerals a bit and maybe give him that little boost to really break through the army and be able to take a fifth, because that's what he needs to do right now.
Now, the mutas are not with this army, but apparently that's okay. Now, the medevac count is crazy high. If he could catch those with the mutas, that would be huge. But coming in here now instead and hitting this upper right base here for the Terran, he could even snipe the command center if he times it out right. And again, just cleaning up this Terran army. Now the supply is 153 to 163. Weird TVZ we're having here.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Not your run-of-the-mill TVZ.
Back and forth a little bit, but you know, even if some economical damage happens asleep, his production isn't going to slow. He still has all that bank. So this counterattack is really smart. He's able to maybe shut some of Dream's production down and catch up in that way. You know, even killing barracks at this point is going to be helpful.
Yeah, anything. All right, he takes out the barracks and is now going to fly back around. SCV's mining once again, and they will have to be evacuated again in this attack here. Another big push, though, coming through the middle of the map now.
Ooh, yeah, that's
And Zerg does need to get his 5th base up here.
Well, his minerals are finally going down a little bit.
Getting out there now.
A lot of this is due to the drones he's lost and lost mine attack as well as making a lot of banes. But if he can just crush this Terran army right now, then he's going to be in very good shape.
I think he actually can.
Yeah, it looks like
This is like one of these funny games where the Zerg's had so much money but still is holding everything that Dream's doing up. Like, imagine if Zerg had actually spent all his money perfectly here. This game would have ended and Asleep would have already pushed him back into his base and won.
Well, look at that. That's Dream's macros staying up there. He's going to continue to push down. The muta's coming to help.
How many medevacs do we have now, Artosis?
Okay, right now we have 9. Ooh, that's pretty scary.
There's 7 more mutas making here. If he can get an attack off here where he blows up the ground army and then just hits those medevacs there with the mutas.
Yeah, if he even takes out half the medevacs, he'll be in great shape. But this is a very scary army. And nice splitting going down. The Baneling's really not connecting like he wants them to. And there's even Widow Mines left behind there.
What are the upgrades here for Terran?
The Terran does have 3-3 at this point.
3-3, okay, because these Marines are looking very tough.
Yeah.
And that actually this might be the tipping point here.
It looks like it. I think that this is, it's getting there, Tasteless. It's going to end sooner or later.
Well, let's find out what happens below these mutas. Okay, there's still Marines there. And that's going to make that muta count reduce too low. GG.
And you know what? That game, I think, can be summed up as too many missed larva injects. If Sleep had macro during the part where it was really important to macro, spent all that money, he would have been maxed out the entire time and just slaughtered Dream up. And you can see, Sleep is actually strategically very, very strong. But he doesn't have the macro of someone like Sulk. He's not quite a complete package, sir.
And I want to kind of highlight the problem that Zerg face when they're in battles like that. You have to larva inject right when the next larva come out. Okay, this is something that it has to increment out every single time. If you go up, let's say, for a minute without a larva inject that you should have done, you're behind for a long period of time. And one of the problems with being Zerg in Starcraft 2 is that there are moments where Terran can let their money build up while they micro. Same with Protoss, as long as they control their army right, because they might come out ahead or come out favorably in that battle, but with much more unforgiving with Zerg because they lose a lot more units in fights.
They certainly do, especially when it's a non-stop fight like that game was.
Yeah, and so you have to get these larva injects in, but then you might not be watching your army. It's really hard.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Today has been proving itself to be pretty sick here for the third year, of us doing GSL, the birthday of GSL. Can't wait to see who's going to win this match here between these two players right now, Dream and Sleep.